It's also a best of 5 for that.
I thought it was
finals.
a best of 7.
Was it best? I thought it was a
Let's
best of 7.
just make it
too.
best of 5. Why not? We'll go best of 27.
I think we should do best of 39, cat style. Just that's what he does for everything.
First to 100.
100 drones or 100 wins.
Sheth with the 8 pool.
Is Thorzain's gonna CC first?
I think Sheth must have known how long our night was going to be, and he's like, guys.
Oh, and
I got your back.
Thorzain's going CC first. Well, that was a quick series. Thorzain is gonna have a hard time really holding this off, and that goes without saying. This kind of build, you're really hoping Terran doesn't wall off, and this is because Thorzain plays pretty greedy. He doesn't even make a supply deep on top of his ramp.
Yeah. There's definitely, I think this command center should be canceled. Maybe Thorzain can
You can't
salvage this somehow. I don't know. It looks pretty rough.
He doesn't have a. He's not gonna have a barracks really up in time. Like how?
Yeah,
I'm asking.
I mean, he should go barracks depot at the wall.
Yeah.
And then cancel the command center, and then yeah, it's gonna be tough. Sheth's already heading across the map. Of course, one of the luxuries of two-player maps is that builds like this become so much more dangerous. Thorzain, of course, has no idea, and even perhaps more critically, that second barracks is not in a position that will allow him to wall off his ramp. So things not getting any better for him. Here come the Zerglings, and all of a sudden Thorzain's like, oh, this really stinks.
Yeah, he doesn't have a wall up. He started his gas. Sheth gonna force the. Well, I guess he wasn't gonna attack the command center for a while. The barracks is gonna finish. No, Thorzain doesn't even finish the barracks. This is getting way out of control. Thorzain now pulling his SEVs. He's gonna lose a lot here, and then the Zergling's gonna go back to working onto the command center.
Yep, tough spot to be in, certainly for Thorzain. He's going to try to get a couple of Marines out, but I don't think it's going to be in time to save this command center. He'll have to cancel that. Sheth, in the meantime, is expanding behind this. He's already brought himself back to equal footing in terms of the drone count. Command center was, in fact, canceled, and Thorzain's in big trouble, man. I don't know what choice he really has in this spot.
I mean, command center first, you always do take that risk, and it's one of those risks that hurts the most because you feel like, man, if only I just made it on the high ground, maybe I'd be able to do something a lot safer. But then that one time you choose to put it on the low ground, it really feels like you always seem to get that early pool shenanigans. Sheth, of course, exploiting it perfectly. Nice micro by Thorzain to save SCVs and Marines, but Sheth's been able to harass non-stop. I mean, Thorzain hasn't even been able to keep a steady stream of SCVs, now only at 17 workers. We'll try to expand again, and he should be able to hold with this many Marines.
Yep, Marines should usher those Zerglings out, but the problem now that Thorzain faces is Sheth can just kind of do another Baneling all-in. And again, it'll be really tough to hold. There is a gas down for Thorzain, so he's able to tech up a little bit. He's getting that tech lab on his barracks for either combat shields or stim.
Thorzain's actually held this really well. I kind of thought that he wouldn't be able to stabilize.
Oh, he killed the automaton. Why would he do that?
I don't know, man. Maybe he just wants to kill something. He needs to take out his
just like to see the world burn.
I'm really impressed that Thorzain held with as many SCVs and Marines as he did. It could have gotten way worse if for him if Sheth could have done more damage. But overall, now we have kind of a okay scenario game for Thorzain. Kind of salvageable, which is really tough because Sheth's very far ahead.
Oh, this isn't an automaton. It's an Artosis bot.
Really? Oh, a Scantipede.
No, the bottom's on Naga Tower.
Bottoms on Naga Tower.
To the right of the Zergling, on top of the number 4.
Artosis
bot 2000. So I wonder if the other one was the Tasteless bot.
He killed Tasteless? Oh, no, they're both Artosis bots. There's Artosis bots everywhere, Ben.
Artosis taking over Abyssal City.
That's true.
39 drones on the map for Sheth. He's got a fantastic economy. He's going up to double gas. He's going to drop the Baneling nest, Dan.
And there's really no answer from Thorzain. He does have a factory building, but Thorzain hasn't really been favoring Hellions more so as he's been using Marine pokes. And that's where the Banelings really excel. 12 Zerglings in production! And I think you're right, Ben. A big Baneling attack could just swiftly end the game for Thorzain. if that's what Sheth chooses to do. He could always just sit back and play 3 base.
No, we can see he's building Zerglings. He's very clearly going to put on some form of aggression, and it's not even going to be all in, right? He's in a good position. He's taking a 3rd base. He doesn't have to end the game here. He's just going to put more pressure on Thorzain. Worst case scenario for Sheth, he kills some units and kind of resets Thorzain again, right?
Yeah.
He says, all right, well, now you don't have any more Marines, so you can't hit a timing, and I have the comfort to drone up and prepare my next wave of whatever. So Sheth being very smart here. I like the way that he's transitioning. Thorzain, perhaps critically, is out on the map right now.
Uh-oh. He's going for a poke at the 3rd of Zerg. But he doesn't know. Ben, this is going to be very, 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 very hard for Thorzain to do anything.
That's right, man. As Rotterdam likes to say, Thorzain, like Scotty, does not know.
As Rotterdam also likes to say, this is really a lot of Zerglings. Sheth is going to meet the SCVs, make sure there's no wall off. There's nothing Thorzain can do. Thorzain moves around the 3rd, but he's in big trouble. He's in dire straits. He stims his Marines, which is actually nice because he will be able to work on something, but Thorzain loses everything. GG.
Swift 2-0. Sheth knocks off Thorzain and perhaps earns himself a wild card spot. I think actually that he will.
I think he will. Yeah, he does do that. He's 5-3 and joins. Actually, very few North American players have finished 5-3 in NASL. Very well done, Sheth. Great season.
Yeah, that game brought to you guys by iBuyPower PCs. They are the PCs that power the North American Star League. You can pick up yours over at iBuyPower.com. Now we do have one final series this evening. It's going to be a best of 5. It's going to be a Zerg versus Zerg. It's going to be sort of versus Golden. And it is a series of immense importance as it will affect their seeding into the wild cards. One of them will be seeded 3rd. The other will be seeded 4th.
Yes, and from that we'll find out who's playing what in the wild cards. In fact, I think we're trying to get all of our things settled for division standings because Division 5 is almost done. The only game that's left is Stefano versus MMA, but everyone knows what Stefano is doing right now. So
that's right. Stefano is fighting in the finals of the Lone Star Clash. Let's go ahead and bring up our graphic for a look at the division.
All right.
I lied to you guys.
We're ready for a commercial. I was looking down, like ready to see the graphic, but that's not the case. Let's go to commercial break, reset ourselves, gather again, and let's reconvene in 2 minutes. See you guys there.